The Hotel Congress sits at 311 East Congress Street, but the tap room sits towards the back of the hotel, facing the historic Amtrak station built by the Southern Pacific Railroad in 1907.
To uncover the bar's history, we sat down with the owner, Shauna, and one of the tap room's bartenders, 50-year veteran Tom "Tiger" Ziegler.
Did it open in 1919?
Well, as where we're sitting right now was the original kitchen.
Okay.
Actually, the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
And the old kitchen is a little bit aside. But, of course, I wasn't old enough then.
Right.
We are stated that this bar, the taproom bar, was the first bar to be, after Prohibition, to be open to sell alcohol. And it makes sense when you look at the history because this actually already was a dining room area.
Yeah, it was open in '52 when I come to Tucson in '52. It was open.
It was open then. Yeah. And the tap room looks today like 1933 could have been yesterday. Between the neon tap room sign visible from anywhere in the place, the glimmering wooden bar just waist high and begging you to sit down, the mirrored walls with Art Deco brands that remind you of Roy Rogers, and let's not forget the Gleaming Jukebox sitting in the corner.
Built as the best jukebox in Tucson, this mid-1940s Wurlitzer is stocked with ageless classics. I think it was playing Johnny Cash when we walked in. And above the back of the bar and throughout the place are original priceless works of art by one of the former regulars.
See, in the tap room we have paintings from Pete Martinez, who is a famous Western artist.
Pete Martinez was a rodeo cowboy and cowboy artist who moved to the Tucson area in the 1930s. While he was rodeoing, he was also displaying his paintings in New York galleries.
He was also a regular of the tap room, and he created this series of originals for his favorite watering hole.
Martinez isn't the only celebrity frequenting the tap room. Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top said this was his favorite bar. And while we were filming there, we ran into Joey Burns, frontman and lead vocalist for the alternate country band Calexico.
Calexico was formed in Tucson and has played at the Hotel Congress in the past, so Joey is pretty familiar with the tap room. He was nice enough to talk to us for a minute about the hotel and what it means to Tucson.
You've been working in the. Haven't you been working in the tap room by?
Yeah. I'm sorry the whole music thing didn't work out.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Still working it.
Well, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Try really hard, right?
Anyway, so I'm giving them a tour.
Fantastic. It's a beautiful place. This is the heart of downtown.
Yeah. And you're native.
I've been living here for 17 years, so
It's considered native by
graduated
then.
to young punk.
And Nashville has children, so I mean
Yeah.
now we're doing the next generation.
Wow.
So we're paving the way.
That's great.
Yeah, this place is really great. It is truly haunted.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen?
I've got friends that have seen.
Well, I told them the story about some of the
Oh, I meant not
Suspected.
ghosts. I meant like there's people that haunt this place.
That's great.
This place has a lot of character.
Good.
And a good sense of humor and just oozes style.
Okay, Joey let the cat out of the bag about the ghosts, and so we bugged the hell out of Shannon until she relented and took us to one of the hotel's haunted rooms. Room 242 is in fact the most haunted, and many of the guests and employees report strange occurrences happening there.
Well, middle of depression.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to the.
This is, they say, there's the most haunted room.
Haunted room.
Mm-hmm. You can see a little bathroom.
So who haunts this place?
Um,
People pass away here?
There have been people that have passed away, but over the period of time, I'm sure. But this person, I think that what happened in this room is they said there might have been an altercation of some sorts, but don't really know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what the lore they say about this room, why it's haunted. But I noticed, I think it's very interesting how they put up all the religious paintings in this this room.
They haven't fallen down.
No.
With the ghosts.
But I have had a gentleman come with his pet that was staying in a room, and the windows all open up, so the air was coming in, and his dog barked, and the bathroom door slammed shut.
Oh my goodness.
And so he turns on his light and he sees that his deadbolt is still locked, and so he doesn't think anything of it. And the next morning he opens his bathroom door, and all the towels and everything were in the toilet.
Oh my goodness. So didn't like the dog.
Well, everything was fine. He never went in there. The dog stopped barking, and so I guess so. Don't bring a dog into my room.
Damn, another strikeout. Anyway, the tap room isn't the only bar at the Hotel Congress. There's also this ornate one at the popular Club Congress, the live music venue that's also inside the hotel.
Club Congress is the oldest live booking music venue, one of them in the country, and we do shows here every night. We're open 7 days a week.
Every night?
Yes, every night. We're open every night. Different nights, different shows. Everything from Tuesdays Geeks That Drinks to Sundays karaoke to tonight there'll be an early live band show, and then going into a dance. So in here, as you see, is this bar that used to be the longest bar in the state of Arizona. It was 42 feet. We retrofitted this, and we have this part of the bar here, which is 22 feet, and we have the other part in another bar.
Oh, wow.
In this property, there are 5 bars that people could go to and get a different experience at each one.
So where did you get the bar?
This bar, actually quite interesting enough, was in the historic property that they were knocking down that housed the electric store that John Dilinger gang were buying the radio.
We'll get to the Dillinger part. Just hold on.
It then became, in years passing, after the electric store was called Talk of the Town Bar, and this bar was set for destruction, and we just couldn't do that. So we purchased it and retrofitted it, and yes, as a matter of fact, as you notice how these arches here, they all went this way. They were all mirrored, so we turned it to make it fit the space.
I see. And this is the actual
This
club,
here is
club.
the actual club, day and night. I will let you, tonight you'll see the lights on it. This is a artist. This is an art hotel, believe it or not. We have a lot of artists that come here. They participate. They add to the ambiance. This is a proscenium arch that was developed by Daniel Martin Diaz. It's all backlit at night. It says in Latin, and their music calms the savage beast. And people come here and they watch shows. We set it up theater style for plays.
So let's talk about the incident that brought the Hotel Congress its fame, the capture of John Dilinger. In the early 30s, John Dilinger was the most wanted man in America. After robbing a series of banks in Chicago, the Dillinger gang headed west to hide out, eventually making their way to Tucson.
The Dillinger gang was staying at the Hotel Congress when, on January 22, 1934, a fire broke out in the basement. After escaping from their rooms, the gang bribed a fireman to retrieve their bags, but unfortunately for them, the fireman identified them days later and they were rounded up. And so was Dillinger. They celebrate this series of events every year at the hotel with Dillinger Days. The tap room at the Hotel Congress is a study in historical watering holes. It's seen artists and musicians, actors, politicians, perhaps most importantly, everyday working people who just need a brief escape.
That sense of escape is maybe what binds all of them together. An escape from the hustle and bustle of downtown Tucson just outside the door. The taproom has been providing that for almost 80 years, and something tells us it'll probably be providing it for another 80 years as well. When you come, try and find a spot that doesn't have some kind of history attached to it. From the lobby to the rooms, history is everywhere.
It's on the street, it's in the hallways, and it's even in the bartender that's shaking your martini.